Hey guys, what's up? Murder of Birds here. Welcome back to the channel. So we are back getting into another episode of One Piece with episode 11. This is going to be my reaction to it. Really appreciate all of you guys watching and continuing to support the One Piece content. Again, you guys can get early access to these reactions before they hit YouTube on my Patreon, link in the description and pinned comment. But we are continuing on with the Usopp arc. In the last episode, we just recently found out about this long con plan that the butler of Kaya's family household and basically like the head butler of her family has basically been playing this 3-year long con plan of assuming the role of butler so he can write out her and her family out of the story and inherit all of the money. And it's kind of like a tough predicament, a tough call. I know Usopp is basically like, this is his trial by fire to kind of prove himself and defend this girl who's been bringing her like nothing but joy and entertainment with his stories and stuff. But it's kind of gotten to the point where I feel like he's going to become the boy who cried wolf in this episode, because for all the times that he's cried pirates are here, and they never were, now that one is actually here, I feel like it's going to blow up in his face a little bit. I'm wondering how they're going to kind of get through this process, especially with Luffy and company. Luffy has been knocked out. I guess he's hypnotized. We had Django the hypnotist, who's a part of this too, which is like one of his lackeys, and he has an entire like pirate crew who's waiting on standby. So very interested, very excited to see how this plays out. Also, I did get comments in on my Patreon. Apparently this, I don't know, let me know when or if they mentioned this, because I don't think they mentioned it yet through what I've seen, unless I like wasn't paying attention or it went over my head. But apparently this place is called Syrup Village, like syrup and like pancakes. So Syrup Village. I didn't know that. I don't know if or when they mention that or when they bring it up, but I didn't know this place actually had a name. That might just be people who know about it a little bit more in advance, and then they mentioned to me before the show mentioned it, but it's not a big deal. I just didn't know that at the time. Yeah, I guess this Syrup Village place is where Usopp kind of like, you know, he basically lives, and this is where he's from, and obviously his father has history as a pirate. I also skipped the little recap that they did for the previous episode, which kind of just recapped the reveal of Captain Kuro and the situation that we're in right now. Usopp's gonna run off and get help, but I don't think it's gonna come easily. And with Luffy out of the picture, he pretty much has Zoro and Nami to rely on, along with like the little kids in the village and stuff like that. So very excited to see how this plays out. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let us begin. Alrighty guys, we're gonna be continuing on with One Piece episode 11. Very excited to see how this plays out. And I did mention this at the in my last reaction, I believe it was episode 10, but I am gonna be planning on batching episodes together, 2 episodes at the bare minimum as of right now, just to see how the pacing goes with things after this like Syrup Village arc with Usopp. So I think we have like a handful of extra episodes before we start implementing that. I think that is pretty much a good pacing time right now, and I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy just getting more One Piece episodes on a weekly basis from me, along with what's for early access on Patreon. So just keep that in mind. We still do have to make it through a couple. I think there's still a few more episodes before Usopp joins the squad and all of that. So I just want to let you guys know that One Piece videos will be getting batched in the coming weeks. So just be patient, and I just appreciate it. So yeah, with all of that said, very excited. We're going to be jumping into it. I did skip the intro, and I skipped the 2-minute recap of the previous episode. So this is starting off immediately after all of the recap stuff. So basically the ball is in Usopp's court. So let us begin in 3, 2, 1, now. Luffy, your hat, my boy. Actually, that hat looks brand new. It doesn't even look like it got like speared through by Buggy. So Nami did a good job there. Oh yeah. Oh my God. It's gonna be the same old song and dance. He's gonna come through. Pirates are coming. Pirates are coming. And it's like, no one's gonna believe him. You fumbled, my boy. This sucks because it's actually serious now. So I don't know if anyone's gonna believe him. Yeah, and Luffy was with him. So maybe the Straw Hats will take it seriously because Luffy isn't with him. Nah, shit's bro, your help is right there, my boy. Okay, I was not expecting him to just run by everybody like that. What? Oh my God. He's probably just trying to get to Kaya first and foremost. Like, her life is directly in danger. So for him to care about her, ultimately, it makes sense, but you had people there that could help you, you know? Oh, Usopp, I'm so sorry, my boy. No one's gonna Brother. This is why you don't cry wolf unless something is actually serious, because you have single-handedly, like, congratulations, you literally played yourself by being the person that thinks it's okay to prank people. And so now when a serious... this sucks so bad. Like, now he's got to pick himself up by his bootstraps, and he's got to, like, 1v20 or 1v50 this pirate crew because he fumbled, because he wants to be a jokester, unfortunately. And he has a whole day. It's tomorrow morning, and it's like... See, but... yeah, even if he's, like, being serious, usually he would just run off like a jokester. If you were honest like Clahadore. Brother! Wow. Usopp spent his whole life being a prankster and getting people to not trust him, and the guy who's actually been debating everybody is having all of them just... it's such a great foil. Like, they're just parallel opposites. Like, that surprised Usopp face over here. This is unfortunate. Yeah, and that's the worst part. You did it to yourself. But then again, like, he couldn't have known. You know, I don't want to get on his case too much. No one knew there was a greater threat under their nose. My question is, are the other butlers in on it too, or is it just Clahadore? Because he did just come in to the picture recently, like randomly, and worked his way to the top. So I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna be delighted for different reasons. What I'm curious about is, are the other butlers in on it? Maybe not, because he kind of needs to convince them that it was an accident. So, I don't know. This sucks, man. I swear it's the truth this time. But how do you convince them of that when you've done it so much? I'm gonna give you guys a little lore on my life personally, because I kind of like talking about myself and how it relates to, you know, the shows and the media that I watch and how it shaped me growing up. So, and like, I relate so much to this moment with Usopp right here. I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I don't think I've ever shared this with anybody, but as a kid growing up, I was a, like, compulsive liar, and I used to steal a lot. Like, as a kid growing up, and I had my personal reasons for doing it. You know, I stole things because I grew up with 3 siblings, and one of my siblings was very spoiled growing up, and my older sibling was just kind of like doing her own thing, and I felt like, and as the middle child, I was grossly neglected of a lot of the things that I wanted in life, like games or toys or Pokemon cards or whatever, or candy. A lot of the things that I wanted growing up, I just had to accept the fact that I wasn't just going to get anything for doing nothing. And a lot of the times when I did do good things, like when I got good report cards or I got good compliments from, like, my teachers and stuff like that, a lot of the things that I did in life didn't equate to positive reinforcement. It's like, oh, you got good grades, so here, you get this as a reward. That's not how it worked with me as the middle child. So a lot of the time growing up, and this is something that, you know, no one has ever asked me, like my mom or my dad, like, no one ever really asked me this. But, like, my personal mindset was I used to steal things because that's the only way that I got things that I could call my own. Because growing up, I had a younger brother, and we had to share everything, and typically, like, as we grew up, it just turned out that, like, because he was the youngest and he was typically spoiled, things usually went down to it's his, and I just get to enjoy experiencing it too, because we share things as brothers. And so I used to steal a lot, and I used to lie a lot to cover up for those, you know, to cover up for things that I did that I shouldn't have been doing. I was a problem child, basically, growing up. I was a big handful in that regard. And as I got older, I obviously grew out of that, and I grew out of those bad habits. But I can't, like, I relate so much. You know what? I may like Usopp because of that. I may like Usopp because I know what it's like to, you know, kid around and prank and lie. I don't really know why Usopp does it necessarily. Maybe he does it because of the attention or whatever. I obviously did it for completely different reasons growing up. I did it because I wanted things that I felt like I couldn't get myself because I was a kid. I didn't have money. I did it because, you know, like, stealing ultimately is like, I want what that person has. I don't care that it's theirs. I want it. You know what I mean? And I can't get it otherwise. And this is like my childhood. This is like elementary school, and it kind of phased out towards middle school because that's when like the older you get, like you just kind of grow out of that kind of stuff and just bad habits in general. But yeah, I can't help but kind of think about my life and think about there was a point in my life where I used to lie, and I used to lie so much. And this is the big thing too. This is like what really is hitting home for me in this moment. I used to lie so much that I used to get blamed for things that I didn't do. But when I said I didn't do it, no one believed me because I was constantly, like, I constantly used to lie. There was a situation growing up where, and again, this is kind of like a family thing. My brother had this like CD player device that like it played like DVDs off of it. I forgot what it was called, but it was like this little mini disc thing, and then you put it in and then it plays the video on the CD player or whatever as like a video. And he took that to school one day, and the teacher took it away. And the teacher was like, oh, you can get this back when you can get this back when you have your parent come and get it. But he didn't want to get in trouble for bringing something to school and getting it taken away. So he feigned ignorance that he didn't know where it was. And because I was known for stealing things, my mom thought that I took my brother's thing and stole it and did something with it. And I told her I didn't. But because he didn't fess up to it, I got the blame for it, even though I didn't do it. I didn't get like punished or anything. I just got like lambasted for it. And then eventually my mother went to a parent-teacher meeting because my brother was like acting up in school, and then they gave it to him. They gave it to my mom. And then she found out and she apologized and all that. But I'm like literally, like, I'm like, bro, I literally lived an experience like this where like you lie enough, it's just you're guilty by association for how many times you did it. And so just a little history lesson there. I'm sorry for yapping, but I relate so much to this, it's not even funny. So long story short, do not lie. Have open and honest communication about your feelings, how you feel, and no matter how old you are. You know, sometimes it might work out, sometimes it might not, but that's something I'll carry with me forever, because like I don't lie about anything as an adult because I just know that it doesn't get you anywhere. But yeah. Also, yeah, Luffy got laid the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He fell and everyone thought he was dead, but that's like a blunt force trauma hit right there to his head. So because he's a gum fruit user, he should be fine. He's just hypnotized, so he's out cold. Nani? Is he sleeping? Wait, Luffy's sleeping. Oh my god, it's like him coming out of the barrel, but he's coming out of the ground. I love you, Luffy. Never change, buddy. Yeah, so here we go. Usopp is back. He's got to warn her. He's got to protect her. Alrighty. Oh, man. I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know if they're going to, like, give her something to drink and it's, like, there's poison in it or something. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought she was ignoring it at first. Hey, I got to tell you something. Your life is in danger. Okay, you could have been a little bit more delicate about that, Usopp. Jesus. You've been tricked. The butler is really a pirate. How dare you talk about Klahadore like that? He saved me. It's true. I'm sorry, Usopp. Yeah, Klahadore is a pirate who weaseled his way in to get your fortune. Yep. Bro, hey, I'll give it up to him. That's commitment, bro. He didn't let up for a second. That's a long con if I've ever seen one. Come on, believe Usopp. Has he ever lied to you? He did say too much earlier, but lying like this. Oh, she thinks he's lying to get back at him for what he said about his dad. I feel you, Usopp. I feel you so much, my boy. Holy fuck, dude. I'm literally team Usopp. I love him so much for that shit. I'm like, bro, he's literally me. I'm like, bro, I remember what it's like. I lied so much about stuff that when I told the truth, no one believed me. God, man. I hate that shit. It's like a life, like it's just a lesson you have to teach yourself. It's like, that's just what happens. How are people supposed to know the difference when all you do is lie? But I'm excited to see how he comes back from this. Also, good morning. Yeah, so that's why our captain ran. Okay, everyone's on the same page. Luffy's awake, so Luffy could easily clear with the gum fruit. So I thought they were gonna have him out cold for the next few episodes. Brother. We need to stock him on food before the meat shop oh, come on, dude. Hey, at least his priorities are in check. He's been eating fruit this whole time. That's so funny. I love you. I love you, Luffy. Don't ever change. What kind of stories do you have today? All he did was told her fairy tales and, you know, she's been loving the fairy tales, the made up stuff that when he actually tells her the truth, she's like, I ain't trying to hear all that, you know? Well, I guess she loved his lies. They were fantastic. They were playful and innocent. But yeah, I would literally take him seriously if he started saying some crazy shit like that. Like, hey, someone's trying to end your life. I would at least question. I'd question that at least. But it's the truth. God, this is rough, man. Yeah, it was all the truth, Usopp. It was all the truth until it wasn't. I wonder what role he's gonna have. He's gonna be the storyteller of the Straw Hats. Gosh, this is so heartfelt right here. His heart's literally breaking. He's like, man, I would never lie like that. I loved the lies you told. Exactly. But now I can't vibe with these lies. Is she gonna pass out? Oh my god. It's the truth. For the first time ever, he's telling you the truth. Oh, this is so sweet. That is so wholesome, man. Oh! Wait! Is he in on it? Oh, no. See, that's the thing. He might just be doing it from like, I'm trying to protect her from Usopp, but he doesn't know either. Holy shit, Usopp. You're kind of a goat for that. She's also passed out, sir. Oh! Slingshot! Let's go! Let's go! Don't worry, he's not killing them, okay? I'm sure he's just incapacitating them, please. This poor girl, she can barely stand. I mean, if Klahadore finds out, your ass is cooked. Oh my god. I really hope she doesn't die. You're pathetic. Lady. Usopp, maybe you just do have to drag her. Maybe you just have to, it's for her own good, right? Like, it's either this or she dies. This guy's trying to just protect her. Oh my god. I saw blood. Holy shit. Wow, I did not think dude, he got shot and he got slapped. He's literally public enemy #1 now. This is crazy. This is what happens when you build a reputation of being a liar, unfortunately. That's just mob mentality. No one believes you. You have no goodwill. And they ran his ass out of town. Okay, I think this guy's on the up and up. He's definitely not one of them. However, the pirate crew awaits. Captain Kuro. Interesting. So he's like the man with the master plan, right? He's literally like the big brain pirate. That's interesting. Oh yeah, they all have like, I don't know if those are like horns or they look like cat ears, honestly. God damn it. He had a whole ass day. I can't imagine, like, I don't know what where do you go from here? What do you do? I would heavily rely on Luffy, Sanji and, not Sanji, sorry, Luffy, Zoro, and Nami. And his little, you know, Captain Usopp squad. When I was 3, my meddling even led me to save a sick whale. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, those days are behind you, my boy. Tomorrow morning, Django attack the village at day. Okay, so he's just recalling stuff. Hey, the youngins. Wow. He definitely knows how to lie. Look at him. That reaction. Yeah, that's another thing too. He did think that Luffy died because he doesn't know he's a gum user. So that makes complete sense. Everyone's on the same page. Devise a plan. Exactly. Whoo. What's going on? Yo, he's looking devilish right now. I'm lying like usual, obviously. That damn butler pissed me off, so I decided to claim he's a... Oh! Bro, he's a great liar. Bro, he's a silver tongue, this one. Like, I really think he has what it takes to be like a strategist level pirate for the Straw Hats. Like, especially with something like that, he's like, you know what? Maybe he needs to lie. Like, he has to, like, lie to deceive, and that deception will lead people to the truth. And so he's telling a lie to reveal a truth. I think that's what he might be doing. But obviously, he doesn't want to convince anyone. I think less of you now. Even if that butler's a jerk, I never thought you'd lie to hurt someone. Damn, even the kids are turning their back on him. That's crazy. Hey, at least, hey, yo, if no one trusts you, you got nothing left. Join Luffy's squad. There you go. Makes it all the easier for you to move on. But save them before you do, obviously. What a beast. What a goat. I really like Usopp. I liked him back in the day, too. Ooh, that's a sick. So I wonder how much time has passed with the crescent moon. Apparently, like, Oda, like, studied, like, the moon patterns to give people an idea of how much time has passed between, like, the last time it was night in the game. I said the game. The last time it was night in the show. So, I think that's really cool. Pirates really are going to come, aren't they? Yep. And there's only 4 of you. I mean, Zoro's a pirate hunter, and Luffy's a gum fruit user. You know, Nami's a great, like, she's a great, like, pirate level navigator. She's able to, like, fight for herself and stuff like that. And Usopp's a great sharpshooter. So I feel like they're a nice little ragtag group already. I want to protect. Yo, that's all you need to. That's all you need to say. I want to protect everybody. Luffy's locked into that emotional intelligence. Exactly. That's all you need to say. There's a whole bunch of bad guys, right? Scared is written all over your face. I love this. They're forming a pact. I'm Captain Usopp, brave warrior of the sea. Yeah, so that's another thing too. He's trying to become a brave warrior. So it feels like it seems like he's definitely like the cowardly lion who's trying to find his courage. So I love that for him. Yeah, we're helping because we think you're honorable. As if we'd risk our lives because of sympathy. I love this. Look at this. And there you go. Oh, I love that. I love the theme of One Piece too. The da 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 dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Like it's such a triumphant kind of like, yo, we're about to turn things around. Like this is our time to shine kind of vibe. I've heard it a few times now between like that theme and then the intro. I think it's called We Are. I really, really love the intro as well. I was told to stay away from intros moving forward, or at least watch intros like when they're about to end, so that way I don't get spoiled on anything. But I absolutely loved this episode. I think this is a very shining example of like where One Piece really shines for me, which is the struggles and overcoming those struggles. And especially, and it's 3rd time's the charm now, right? Like Zoro had to kind of go through his conflict and then just slowly through like this organic bond kind of like, not even bond, but it was just kind of like an organic mutual respect for the other person. You know, Zoro decided, you know what, Luffy's a great guy. He helped me out when he didn't need to. And, you know, in turn, I was able to help him. And then, you know, we became a pirate crew. And then the same thing right now for Nami. I still feel like Nami, like, I feel like Nami now more than ever, like her being around, you know, Zoro and Luffy and just kind of having a sense of their character now. I feel like she's definitely more at home than initially just joining because, oh, we just have common interests. But I still feel like Nami is going to have her conviction moment where she's like if we learn her backstory or something like that, or if there's a similar situation, like Usopp needs them to fight for him. Like Usopp needs their help and they're willing to help. And then that mutual respect is going to earn them another pirate crewmate. And so I feel like Nami is going to go through something like this with Usopp, and like they're going to have her back, and then she's going to have their back for life. And so, and then even Zoro to an extent, like I don't feel like anyone's really given off this kind of emotional resonance in the same way, just because, you know, it's very early. There haven't been that many like massive, huge stakes, but at the very least for right now, like this is Usopp's life. This is his family. This is his youth. You know what I mean? He's fighting for his home. He's fighting for his friends. He's fighting for his, you know, the people that he's grown up with. You know, we don't know much about Nami's backstory or where she came from or her life or her family. Same thing with Zoro. We had that little bit of a flashback with Zoro, the person that he was fighting with. So like this feels like the first level of like emotional, how do I word this? This is kind of like the first level of like emotional stakes, where it's not just I'm helping Usopp, but like I'm helping Usopp protect the thing he cares about, which is his village. And so this is just like on like a greater level of significance and importance and priority than, oh, I need to help Zoro so that way he doesn't get executed or whatever, or I need to help Nami because she, you know, she's gonna get killed by Buggy the Clown otherwise. So I'm so locked in with Usopp. The little, like the parallels and like the relatability with him being a liar, being someone that like, you know, his lies caught up with him. I definitely feel that. I had a history of that. I shared that with you guys as well. Just, you know, just being a stupid kid back in the day and just reflecting or being able to reflect on the decisions I made, why I made them, and how it shaped me as a person as I got older. And now it kind of feels like, you know, the bad things that I did as a kid, I learned a lot about myself as I got older. And so I love just seeing that. And I love anime that just help me like reinforce who I am as a person and the decisions I made, and just seeing a reflection of myself in the media is nice. But yeah, this is a great episode, a great follow through, a great follow up, and I'm very eager to see how things play out. I'm wondering who's gonna fight who. I'm wondering if Captain Kuro is gonna be like a confirmed death, or if he's gonna get away. What's gonna happen with Django, or any of these characters gonna be like Alvida or something like that, where we take them out but they're not like dead, right? Like no body, no death in anime, so unless I see you die, you're still alive somehow. So yeah, very eager, very excited to just see how the show continues, how things play out. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna leave off the video here. I feel like the episode was pretty straightforward. We usually do a post discussion after I give my thoughts here, but I think for the most part this is just kind of like everything's just very natural and organic for my thoughts. And I love this artwork right here of Usopp. But yeah, very excited to see how things play out. As always, let me know any of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Very excited to see where this next episode goes. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Take care.